Well, folks, our effort to get to Diamond was derailed by the first 0-3 we've had in the Eldraine format on stream. It was brutal. We had a very solid deck, but got curb stomped 3 times in a row, basically, in a bunch of unfair feeling matches. But welcome to Magic. We're going to try and get over that here and go 6-0 or 7-0, 7-1 here, and we can still end up Diamond. I think Diamond feels a little bit out of reach here, but we're gonna go for it anyway here, and at least have some fun with another draft today. Before I jump in, though, I'm going to, of course, thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. They are purveyors of physical Magic stuff. If you are looking for anything for your latest Commander project, your cube that you're making, your standard deck, your modern deck, your legacy deck, your vintage deck, whatever it is, they're going to, for the most part, have it in stock. They strive to have all cards in stock. They don't always have all cards in stock, but it's a constant goal of theirs to be ready to fill anything you need. And if you check them out through my affiliate link down in the panels, you get there from me, and that's good for my stream. But why don't you check out Card Kingdom the next time you need something for your paper game and see what they have to offer. I'm very thankful of their support on my stream here. Thanks, Card Kingdom. We are going to chew through some more gems here and go back to the old War of the Spark and see if we can't take a change of scene to a nice, healthy win total. All right, we're opening on Chandra, and like a lot of rare planeswalkers in here, she feels kind of mythic. And we're going to snap up a nice planeswalker as our starting point. Cruelty is worth calling out here. Taskmaster, also really nice. Death Sprout, also nice. So worth noting that 3 of the top cards that we're passing have black in them. So black may be scooped up by bots downstream. Doesn't mean we can't get into black if it puts us there. But we're gonna take Chandra and keep in mind that black might not be the openest of open colors here. I'm pretty drawn to the ambush. I don't think of green red as like the big payoff color pair in this format or anything, but it matches our Chandra in color, and it's a great removal spell if you are in these colors. So I think it's worth taking here. I mean, what are we passing to take it? Like a Burning Prophet that is more monocolored. Yeah, it's just like, it's the best thing going here, so let's do it. This is okay, but actually it lets me down a lot. Like, there's just times where you're like, I need to kill something small. Prophet is nice, might wheel it. I'm gonna take the ambush. We don't have to marry this, though. If we get pulled away from green, that's fine. Like, Thunder Drake is appealing here. Laptop Reaver, the Wanderer. Haven't really been red-white much in the format. I remember doing a red-white deck that worked out pretty well. But I'm not sure if we want to take the Wanderer here. I would rather take something like Thunder Drake and hedge towards Is it deck? And the Heartfire I like too, but you don't want a ton of them, and they tend to go later than this, so I'm kind of in on like even Reaver or Drake. And I'm kind of leaning Drake. I think blue-red is just so great in the format. I'm going to do it. I'm taking Drake. And we'll see where we end up. Here's a Spellgorger weird that goes extremely well in that deck, and maybe we wheel the Pharaoh. We have Rioters if we wanted to stick to the ambush side of things. I think weird is too strong. I'm kind of interested in red-green Rider ambush or whatever, but weird Thunder Drake Chandra is too good of a start for this. We're gonna take the weird. Here's another weird we can pick up for the blue-red deck. Seratok goes well in the red-green, and we play weird in red-green, so we don't have to be off of red-green either. We could take the Seratok and hedge that direction. But I don't particularly like Dovin in limited. It does something, but then it just peters out, and then you're kind of done. Like it's. I don't think so. I'm not attracted to Dovin as a pick for our deck really at all. So it's really, to me, just between these two, and I'll take the weird. Dambreaker, Manticore, Blind Blast, all reasonable cards. Blind Blast works well with the weird in terms of making it bigger. But it's pretty replaceable, although so are these 6-drops. I like them, but they're not hyper important. Although I think I like a Dambreaker here. Between the weird, the Drake, and the Chandra, and if we end up splashing the ambush, we have a lot of things we could proliferate. I think we take the Crunch here over this. The Relentless Advance is way underperformed in the format, but a Crunch, even if you're on D, is fine. Here's another Dambreaker. That's why I don't think of them as super important. And probably just want a No Escape here. First No Escape over second Dambreaker. Second No Escape or first Chain Whip Cyclops. We probably are not going to play this as the thing, but I don't end up usually running 2 No Escapes in the format either. I will take the Chain Whip on the feeling that sometimes you get into a spot where you just kind of have to play it. Here's yet another No Escape. No escaping the No Escapes. Yeah, this is best of 1. Here, I'll update format. Basically, anytime you see an old set being drafted, you know it's best of 1 because they don't offer best of 3 for the old sets. Here we go. Prophet didn't wheel, too bad. We'll take Assailant and try not to play it. Take Silverwing and try not to play it. I think we're done with the green as a main concern, but if we end up with some globes or whatever, we can still consider the ambush, so we'll keep it in the main for now. Initiate, I really don't end up playing in limited. I don't think it's good. We'll take another curve filler that we'll try to upgrade. First pack went okay, not amazing. We got a good start. Karn does not do what you want him to, which is to be good in limited. You kind of really got to be doing the artifact thing. There is some argument for taking Karn and then picking up some Silver Wings and other artifacts that it can go actually fetch. But let's see what the cost is, because I think we're not going to like pass a Callous Dismissal to do that. Yeah, we can take gems, but I am. This is our last ditch effort to make diamond, so I'm gonna take Callous Dismissal. If there were no good playables for us, I would hedge on the Karn, but let's take a dismissal. Here's another Prophet to fail to wheel, but we're definitely going to take Rescuer Sphinx or Jaya's Greeting. Do you think we need Jaya's Greeting more or Sphinx more? This is a powerful card if you get some tools for it. Right now we don't really have those tools though. We have a lot of time to find them. Like this is where you want the globe. And Bond is interesting, but I don't think we want it over like yeah, Bond is fine. I just don't like it over just the straight removal pick or the excellent creature. So let's take the Greeting. More Rioters that show us the green-red deck that could have been. Probably wheel Blind Blast and Manticore, and we can just take Contentious Plan here, actually. Again, I think we're going to have a lot to proliferate in the deck, and I like it better than the Transmutation. So let's go with that plan. Here, we may have the Heartfire we can grab. I like it here better than the Visionary. I don't mind a Visionary in the deck, but this Heartfire is the best card going on for us right now. Another Raging Crunch. Sure. Speaking of raging, we've got a Rager, which is probably the pick over Honor Guard, which I like. Totally Lost, which I like. Can't Blind Blast I'm willing to play, but hasn't risen up. This is an upgrade to these Goblin Assailants that we're not too thrilled with, so I think we really want the Rager here. It's kind of perfect. We need these 2-drops. We need some better 2-drops than Goblin Assailants to run in this deck. Best of 1. I might run the 1 Transmutation. It does do some work on big green stuff. So we'll take it and see if we end up running it. The other option would be to take like an Iron Bully. I'm not too bullish on Bully, but I find it playable. Like even a Prismite will be better for us than an Assailant. I'm going to take a Prismite here. Let's just get these out. We really don't want to play these if we can help it. I'll take a Plating here. Plating can really get them sometimes, especially when they try to toll the invasion you. Yeah, powerful card goes really late with the bots still. Karn was our pick 2 rare opportunity. We declined. Yeah, I'll take another one of these and toss it down below. All right, here's a Blind Blast. Here's an Invading Manticore. We don't have much else going on the high end, so I'm going to take Manticore here. I don't think we're ever going to play this Bond, but we might. I like it over that generic 3. And here's a Blind Blast we can run. Nissa, if you'd showed up earlier, we'd totally build around you, but we don't really have... Oh man, it does make me kind of wish we've been red-green now, though. Oh, Dionysus, don't even bring it up. I don't even want to talk about it. It was frustrating as hell, that's what it was. So there's a Thunder Drake, or we can gem draft. I guess we just take the Drake. Try to get our wins here. All right, this is a nice pickup. Wouldn't mind this Callous Dismissal, but Ral's Outburst is perfect. Another Jaya's Greeting, also pretty good for us. I think I like Epiphany number 1 over Drake number 3, or Crunch number 3. Let's take a look at Curve, though. Probably not playing this now. Oh, we can look at it. Yeah, Electromancer's fine. I kind of didn't see it. So, is it better than the raw power of Scry 4 Draw 2, though? I'll pull it. Cyclops or Draw. I'm just going to call it Draw because Epiphany's hard to spell. We do have a lot of instants and sorceries, so that's true. Yeah, 4C, nice. Heavy interest in the Cyclops. All right, Epiphany. I'm going to go with chat, so it's their fault when we 0-3 again. All right, there's a good spot for the Honor. Probably cut one of these No Escapes and happily run this Honor. Turret Ogre, not the worst. Skulker, not the worst. Neither the best either. We have some flyers of our own, so we have some defense in the air. So it's not like the turret ogre is super strong. Skulker is kind of your planeswalker killer. I think we like that. Yeah, I'm going to take a Skulker here. Well, a lot of red cards, none of them good for our deck. We could take Firemine Vessel, but that's not really good for our deck either. Take a Invader on the chance we need to fill that slot in our curve, but I don't think we're playing anything from this pack. Wow, a lot of options here, but really, there's only two. It's either another Honor God or another Heartfire. Let's look at... Bolt Bend is not awesome. Bolt Bend is awesome if you resolve it, but it sits in your hand too much. We do have a couple of crunches, and you know, we have some serious 4 power going, so it's likely that we'd be able to bend something for cheap, but it's just you don't always know that you can bend something. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning Honor too. Just because we have, I mean, if you look at our removal, we've got Heartfire and 2 Greetings. I don't think we're playing this. We didn't find any fixing. We got an Outburst. We've got Chandra. So I'm thinking Pharaoh. Honor is where we want to be here. No escaping the no escapes, but we're not playing anything here. We have Ral's Outburst, which goes after Planeswalkers. We can play the Skulker if we want a way to get in unblocked. But mainly, we have counters and we have flyers to attack them with. Yeah, stop asking, Dionysus. I've moved on. Go watch the replay. Or talk to chat, but stop asking me. Take a Bond. We're not playing any of this. Not playing this either, but it's on color. I think we're done with finding playables. A lot of chain wits. If we play 1, maybe. We're never playing 2, though, so I'm going to take some gems. Or some future gems. Some Vault Progress. Same with this. Hey, Wang Lu. Good time zone to you. All right. We've got 13, 14. Quick question for you. Did I know about Oko before his release? Oh, no. That's... the last set I knew anything about before I left Wizards was M19? Or is it M20? It was M19. Yeah, M19. I think was the last set I knew anything about. What came out after M19? Maybe I knew a little bit about the first... about like guilds, if that was the yeah, maybe I knew some hints and whispers about guilds, but I didn't know anything super detailed there. All right, so let's cut a no escape. Might need to cut this Blind Blast as well. And we're not going to splash, so I'm going to cut this Prismite. It's not a lot going on at 2 for us that we can cast in terms of like a threat, but we do have a couple of Jaya's Greetings. We can dismiss something. We can cycle a Contentious Plan. If we do that, what's our final cut? I don't know if we can... Can we cut another creature? It's 12-12 right now. But, you know, we want to cast a lot of spells for Spellgorger Weird and that kind of thing. Get stuff in the yard for this Electromancer. You can probably just cut the Chain Whip. It's seriously not how we're going to win this. I kind of like that. Transmutation I like as a hedge in best of one against big green and against gods, but mainly big green stuff. Transmutation actually does some reasonable work. Hey, Foil King, yeah. Kind of left Eldraine with my tail between my legs after the first draft, which did not go well. We 0-3'd, didn't see any of our good stuff, and got hit with good stuff. What are we calling this? Honor the past. Since we're going back in time for some War of the Spark. Are we happy with 9-8? What is 9-8 getting us? Chandra's double red? That's fair. All right, we'll keep the slight nod to red. Oh, I didn't screen cap it, though. Let's do that. Do you need turn 2 creatures to pressure early planeswalkers? It'd be nice, but we have what we have. What do you want to run goblins? Like, I don't think we want to run assailants just because we're afraid of planeswalkers. The other day, I remember you ran 16 lands because your highest cost cards were 4. Where is that line between 16 and 17 for you? I think Ben Stark had a great heuristic for that consideration, which is don't run 16 lands unless you feel your deck can run on 3 lands in play. Like, if you think you can maintain a good... Like, let's say you stumble and don't make your 4th land drop. Can you hang on for a few turns without your 4th land drop? It's a good line in the sand. Yeah, second spell. Like, this is our big second spell payoff here. All right. Let's give this a shot. Sure. We don't have anything on 2, but we have a great 3, and we can 4 it up to make our 3 big. This is a spot where they're going to have to kill the weird on sight, and if they don't, we have a pretty good thing going. Another reason to shave to 16 is if you're monocolored. I've run 16 in a monocolored deck. I think we had a mono black deck that had some card draw, some eggs or whatever. Yeah, it had like 3 Forever Youngs and an egg. And even though we were like eventually trying to cast the Reaper, I still went 16 just because we didn't have the need to have a certain number of sources of both our colors, because we only had 1 color to worry about. So only having 1 color it can be a reason, but in that context, it was only because we also had 4 things that cycled for 2. So it was kind of like running a 36 card mono black deck. Okay, well, this is a big pivot point for the whole game, because if this weird survives and we untap with Jaya's Greeting and well, we don't want a Heartfire because we'd have to sacrifice the weird, but if we can honor the God Pharaoh, basically, if this weird survives, we should be in pretty good shape. If they kill it, well, we got some work to do, but we still have some good stuff in hand. It doesn't really, Adalwar. I think if you're trying to game the system regarding the starting hand selection for best of one, you're probably doing it with bad information and little positive effect. People make a lot of presumptions about how that works when they don't actually know. Well, hopefully that long pause was them being a little concerned about this weird they can't do anything about. They know about Chandra. Well, we're not going to play her now because she's not protected enough. But I think I like Greeting, and then next turn we get Pharaoh into Heartfire for taking out the Reaper. We can greet the Silverwing and attack. Don't want any more land right now. And now at least if they do something to kill our weird, we can respond by sacking it with Heartfire and taking out their Reaper or whatever. I think Cardboard Live is actually your your hero now. Tybalt. Hey, look, Tybalt makes a devil token. That's a little hint on my starting songs of the week theme.
My friend is here to help your pain.
Attack. Yeah. Because we're going to kind of eat up their devils here. If they don't play anything else to defend, we might just go with... well, let's see. Ooh, this is... How greedy are we? Because I could honor away the mountain and hope to find another land in the two cards we draw. And then still have the Heartfire. I'm going to go greed. This is probably... is this too greedy? I'm greedy. Greedy, 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 and... Let's see, let's go... How do we want to do this? Because if we attack with the weird at Tybalt, they probably block with the devil, try to ping our zombie army, and we can just respond by Heartfire. I mean, heck, we could just Heartfire Tybalt right now and go to their face, actually. That's not unreasonable either. Yeah, actually, I'm going to attack them and see what they want to do. They're just taking it. All right. I don't think I want him to have a second devil. So I say I missed a point there. If I was going to Heartfire, I should have done it before damage. But I didn't. I'm still going to kill Tybalt.
New tortures are needed.
If we next turn want a Chandra, if we don't draw a land, if we draw a land, we might just want a Manticore. We could also Chandra leaving a blue up and activate, maybe find a land, and then have plating available. We racing? Let's see what they do here. I was wondering if they'd Spark Harvest. I wonder what they're gonna do with their mana here, since they chose to do that. Ah, they want to. Oh, look, it's been so long. This is match 1. I actually have to make a note of that and like trim it out of my video, I think. All right, we found a land. Let's play it. And let's Manticore, and then we can have Chandra ready next turn. Maybe they're trying to save the Spark Harvest for the known Chandra. But we can protect Chandra with the plating they don't know about. So that's kind of my plan there. Get Chandra down behind Manticore, assume they're going to go Spellkeeper for the Spark Harvest, and then plating to save the Chandra and to grow our army.
Kevin, my assistants are painfully sloppy.
All right, well, still going to do it. We could, of course, play these, but I want to keep the plating up in this spot. Heard a noise in the kitchen, and I'm alone. Is that the dog? Hello? What are they going to get out of this? Trying to figure out if we attack here. Like, if we attack, what do? They put... And if we do attack, then we end up with a 2/2 back. They can't really just take it though, right? What would they do if we attacked? What would you do if I attacked you when you were Oppo? You could get like, kind of needs a lot. And if they If they block with the weird, though, we get to kill it, and they can't get the Spark Harvest back. So I'm going to do it. Yeah, they might chump with the Devil. That would be a decent chump. And then where does that leave us? Leaves Chandra somewhat vulnerable. Okay, I'm gonna not attack. We'll say no attacks. Hopefully they go for the Spark Harvest play here.
The more, the messier.
I don't blame Oppo, that's what I would have done. But that's why we kept our plating. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the yards, making the Electromancer a very nice play for us here. I guess we'd have to... They get to sack it in response for some value, but still a nice play. Let's start with Chandra, though, of course. See what we get on the Exile. Land to play. 8 mana now. Lets us go Mancer into one of these two. That's good. Let's start with... Ooh, do they have no escape? No escape? You gotta be kidding me. Now I like a crunchy crunch. We'll get the weird. Well, let's see. If we take the weird now, we can get this stuff back pretty soon. Yeah, actually, I'm just going to play the weird. And I'm gonna say no attack too. Look at the bottom 3 cards of your library. Yep. There might be a reason to keep some land, but let's up Chandra. I like my 60s tunes, my 70s tunes, my 80s tunes, my 90s tunes. The aughts were incredible, and this decade hasn't been that bad either. I even like some 50s. Give me some Sinatra any day. I guess we just get to do this stuff anytime. I mean, they're at a virtual 4 with our Heartfire available. So I'm trying to figure out at what point we start attacking, but it probably means it's probably next turn. Although if also, we're about to ultimate Chandra. Exile 7. Okay, so now if we want to take out that weird with the Heartfire, we need to do it now. Take out our weird, I should say. And I think it's a big obstacle between us and attacking for the win. I'm gonna get it. Of course, we have to give up our army token to do it. It's a pretty big creature, but I think we got to keep this weird from becoming 5 toughness. Chandra's at 7, so we are gonna go nuts with Chandra soon. Too late. If you don't like my play, I'm already in it. Hearthfire plus Chandra, I mean, I don't have time. I maybe you're right, and I'm playing too much board control, but there's no guarantee. Like, I'm just playing it safe. And now if they want to get Chandra down under 7, they have to swing full out at her. I kind of feel like we're protecting Chandra, and if we can even wait a turn on her and then have her still around after? That would be incredible. Right. But they didn't. Okay. Well then, cool. And Dam Breaker is kind of perfect here. We're going to Dam Breaker, get Chandra ticked up, and then tick Chandra down. This will be good. This might cause a scoop. And that's pretty good. We can go Greeting and Contentious Plan. Let's greet. Yeah, let's greet the Reaper. And we could Rager or Contentious Plan. I think we Contentious Plan, then they can't even take out Chandra with the pinger. And now it's bad for them no matter what they do. I'm just going to send in the clowns here. They can get our crunch, but they're in a bad way. Well, we're back to plussing Chandra. Let's see what she's got. A Stalker. Well, that's pretty good. 10 mana. We can just play Stalker and Drake and have lots of threatened lethal. Where is it? I'm just making a bunch of work for myself. Oh, they got some red. What are they going to do with this? How are you going to live? I mean, here, I'm going to be doing a bunch of work here anyway. This one's for Mama, even though it has no context. Extra video work. All right, that worked as planned. Only 1 million more wins to go for Diamond. I don't know. I have to study fair use. Maybe the work ahead, if that's not fair use, is enough to get me to actually look into that today. Maybe I'll do that after stream today. We'll keep this. Jaya's greeting to keep us from dying to an early rush. Oh, Oppo, what you doing? Is this a tactic? Is this Oppo being like, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna hope you scoop or something? Do we just get the win? In that case, sorry, Oppo. Now they seem to be there. Do they get back just in time to... Did they mulligan and then... I don't know. Yeah, I guess they're there. Maybe they were just really tanking on that mulligan? I don't know. No, apparently not. No easy win today. Glad we found a crunch, though. We get a turn 3 play here. Maybe we find something to greet. That would be cool. That is not worth greeting, so we're not gonna. Part of the power of the card is that you're not willing to use removal on half of a card, basically. Surprise plumbing? Ooh, Vargan, I know about surprise plumbing. That ain't cheap, sorry. Now that is worth a greeting. Get to work on that right away. Thunderdrake will also keep. I think that's fine. I mean, maybe I can just risk it too. Like the thing that would happen in it is that they would like ask me to demonetize my videos if it came to it, and I could demonetize something like today's video. No big deal. I don't know. Are they going to attack? Well, we're going to call the bluff. We have a Heartfire that we could do in response, but basically, you know, trading, yeah, so... Let's... If we let it resolve, we keep our Heartfire, but they keep their Reaver. If we kill it in response, it's not the best, but I think we do it. I mean, our dude's gonna die anyway. Oh, you're doing it yourself. Well, good luck, especially. I did not have the tools to solve my plumbing problem. Which actually then solved itself. Ah. Life is weird. Mike wanted to kill the token. Yeah, I suppose the token could get bigger. So the token may be the right thing to have killed there. Of course, if we did that, yeah, it stayed blocked. Yeah, Mike's probably right. We could have killed the token there for a better result. We'll go Drake here. Well, we can just straight. We have two. We can just straight kill the operative. Yeah, let's do that. Whoops! We killed the wrong 2 toughness creature. But we also have a decent defense against the possibilities therein. I'm going to hold off on the Drake. We may be able to find a spot where we Drake and follow up with a cheap spell and 2 spell on the same turn. And this gives us nice blockers for any Krenko madness. What we don't want to see is like Krenko get plus whatever in attack. Oh, they're targeting it. Not good, not good. Not the worst though. Like if they want to bring that in, we kill Krenko and they get they get 4 goblins, which is nice, but Krenko that would then die unless they have, gosh, if they have another unlikely aid, it's unlikely, but we're going to make them have that. And technically this eats. So let's see if the Skulker can eat here. Really? 2 unlikely aids? Oh, alright, well, maybe I could have played around that. Now we're just gonna lose. That's way too many goblins. Now, if they have nothing to follow up, we might, if we can just find a creature and they have no follow, we could be okay. All right, it's not a creature, but we're going to cast it now so that we can try to find something to play. Not the best. Not what we were looking for there. But we're also not dead if we just keep ripping creatures. Maybe we are just dead. We need a lot of help here. Super tilting. We're not straight dead here, but we're basically dead. Yeah, we're dead now. Damn it. Well, they baited us with some decoys and landed their big threat, and we lost. Smart playing from Oppo, I guess. But doing a lot of losing today, and I don't like it. And Oppo's whole deck is moving all in on that one card. Like, I really don't think that Oppo's deck is... I hate decks like that, where, like, yeah, they've got a Krenko, and then they're putting all this marginal crap in there, and then it just happens to work out because they had the Krenko. Blah. I don't like this. I'm going to mulligan. This doesn't do anything. This is better. Pretty easy island there. Losing sucks. It's a pretty big shift, really, if you think about it, in the game industry from the days of my youth when mainly we're playing console games against AI. Like, the early days, you made the player, every player got to feel like a winner because they were just beating up on computers. Now in the days of, of the AI, but now in PvP reality, suddenly it's the average 50% win rate that is kind of a game changer of how gaming feels. Well, we're going to keep putting it back. That's actually rough for us. We might have to trade off our Spellgorger for it, actually. It's pretty rough. We can... No way we can get it to, like, 6. So, and that's a sorcery. Yeah, I'm going to actually bounce their army. We could throw this on here and make it a 2/2, but that's not quite enough either. Just trying to find a way to trade for this crocodile without giving up our weird, but I don't see it. So we're gonna have to do it. And if they have a way to make it bigger, we could be in trouble. It's still okay. It just means we're going to trade all 3 of our creatures if they want to attack here. Mike wanted me to swing, huh? Yeah, I could Heartfire the face, but I'm fine with a double block here. It looks like they don't want to send in for that reason. And we will pitch a mountain, see what comes of it.
Now. I'm running out of room to store my trophies.
I guess we can outburst Vraska next turn and have greeting for the follow-up if need be. Let's start by getting rid of Vraska. Take a no escape, and we can counter what's coming up. But I think we just take the Thunder Drake. I'm gonna get a little more aggro here. And then next turn we have Thunder Drake, Jaya's Greeting. What does this do if it hits us? Planeswalk, yeah. So we can just ignore the assassin for now. Yeah, I'm going to offer. I hope they don't have a big trick or whatever, but that's kind of what I wanted, to try and make this trade. And they're one card. They're not playing it. Maybe it's a land. We'll see. Maybe it's a counterspell. I guess we'll see then. But we're going to try Thunder Drake and I guess Crunch. Have Death Touch. It has Death Touch, so I think it's actually worth greeting it, and then we can pump our Drake again. Alright, pick that one up. No Eldraine memes because of a lot of reasons. Some of it is just time. I don't really... My son is incredibly busy this year, and so he hasn't really had time to make them, and also I'm moving it up on the priority list, but I want to really understand my legal situation with YouTube videos before I get into a lot more meme making if it's going to harm my ability to stay partnered on YouTube and stay monetized. Every time I click it, it's manual. I click a button. Not a great opener, but we do have a cycle. We can cycle on 2. And we have a reasonable 5 and 6, but that's far off. Most of our deck is low drops, though. What do you think of this one? I'm going to do a quick 10-second poll, so you got to get in on it, but mole or keep on this one? I'm curious. At least it's nice and split. I thought this was a close one. And a tiebreaker, I'm gonna keep. We're on the draw. We have a cycle. We have a lot of low action in the deck. And the 4 lands means we are gonna get here. Like unless they just completely bum rush us, this is I think gonna be reasonable. We're gonna get a lot of draws before our 5th turn or whatever, and we just have a lot of low drops. Grazer is not a good limited card in general, but could help them here, given that we're... Oh, maybe... or not. This kind of makes me want to not even bother with the contentious plan. Actually, I'm still going to cycle. Let's find some action. Let's not be greedy here. We could use some action. Oppo found some bacon. That was off the top. They were stuck on 2.
Hey, you look like a worthy opponent. I will help you through this.
No tool, nothing to actually send to Heartfire. So our lack of mulligan getting punished a little bit here. But we're not getting rolled, and we're going to get the Skulker down. Skulker can take out Zhang Yangyu if we think that's necessary. We'll see. Here, I'm going to put on a full control bluff here. Make him think we have something. Well, a bunch of planeswalkers is maybe one of the worst things that could happen to us in the abstract, but if we get the Skulker down, it should still be okay.
You should be flattered I decided to torture you. I adore an audience.
Share in my strength.
Well, the keep could not have gone worse, really, in that we literally found nothing else to do before the plan to get to Skulker. We're just lucky that we're not under an incredible amount of pressure, but this is bad. I stand by the keep decision. It was close, that's why I pulled it, but I think we had good reasons to keep. We just got a little unlucky, but we could have gotten unlucky on the mulligan as well. I understand not putting the counter on the devil. It's a little bit like you kind of want these to die, so I get it on some extent. Never mind. I guess they had this plan. What a nightmare. Way to go, Ryan. This keep is working out great.
Teamwork is strength.
Useless. Wow, deck. You really worked us over. Come on. What a day. Remember last week? Last week was great. Instead, we're getting actually beat down by a MFing Grazer.
Is here
And we're just watching someone go off and doing, like, absolutely nothing. I hate magic. Why do I do this? And a land... Oh my god. Come on, Oppo. Find a way to kill us, alright? I gotta go and win 5 straight. Sadly, even now, winning 5 straight would not get us to Diamond, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I'm not stressed about the Diamond Dream. I'm just mentioning that it's out of reach, even if we were to rattle off. I'm stressing about losing for the millionth time today. Did they figure it out? They make that unblockable. We block their biggest thing. We take 4, 5. Take 5, so we're still alive. Maybe we need to block the Grazer so we still have our blockers, and we take 6 instead. Can't double. They made this unable, or is it, maybe I Yeah, I can't block this turn. It's not just the Cyclops. Okay. The trouble with the transmutation is that everything with the counters keeps the counters and it stays huge. It's why the counters are why it's not, but we transmute this so that they can't make the block happen, the unblock. So we got to put this here. And then we Rager, and we do have Heartfire, Rager, blah de blah. So we're not I don't know, I haven't done the math, but we'll see. Fine, whatever. Super salty. Need to go get some more sugar because of how much salt I'm tasting in my mouth right now. Wow. This one I like as a keep because we have the scry and we can actually kill something. We don't have islands yet, but I think this is a keep. Maybe it's not. Maybe I should just give this one up too, but this greeting makes me want to keep it. We get an island, we're fine. And we're fine. It's an instant, right? I guess I was waiting in case they played something to make it big, but I should have just greeted this Wrangler on my turn. There are some pump spells that could punish us for attempting this kill, although it has to be +3 to toughness, so I'm just going to try and kill it. We'll keep the Spell Gorger. That's a fine 3-drop for us. So, we could Heartfire, but we don't have anything we want to pitch to it, per se. Could Crunch and have something to threaten to trade with the Sergeant. Transmute the Pegasus, because it can't trade with the Sergeant, because the Pegasus is going to bring it up in the air. Actually, let's transmute the Pegasus. It's too much attack power if we let that Pegasus lift up the Sergeant. And now at least we can decide if we want to think about trading for the Sergeant. Probably not, though. Take 3 from the Sergeant and find another thing to trade for that. Try to get our weird bigger. All right, land here is actually not bad because we get... we can drop the Crunch and have Heartfire, or we can just keep up No Escape Heartfire. But with the... yeah, I think I'm going to wait. We may have a spot where we have to take 5 here. No, we'll block the Martyr if they attack. We're going to say no attacks and no plays and try to no escape here, because if we can successfully no escape something, we get the spell Gorger up to 4/4. And Rager is fine too. We'll keep that. We go Rager, Crunch. Play them both here. We could go Rager, hold, keep up Heartfire, but based on how Oppo is played, I think our board should be secure for the moment. Well, I'm going to offer them Crunchy Crunch. Trade for the Sergeant or a trick or whatever. Manticore. No attacks, though. Let's see what else they got, because now we got Manticore on Sergeant. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to drop the island, and I'm going to send in the Manticore. And if they try a double block, we can Heartfire to great effect. White does a lot of that in this one. All right, so they're going for it, and we're going to blow them out. I don't think it really matters what order. I guess we want to... it doesn't really matter. We're going to try and kill it all anyway. So that means... well, we could even Heartfire the Rager. Actually, let's do it this way. We're going to Heartfire the Sergeant, sack the Rager, ping the Peggy, and get it all, unless they have a response. Well, they had a wow, all right. And Primordial Worm. Ooh. We can actually send back the Primordial and get closer to being able to block it without losing our weird, but this is a big problem here. Red-blue traditionally has some difficulties with big stuff, which is why I didn't mind the main deck transmutation. Really, the transmutation is in here for exactly this kind of card. But we'll send in with the weird for sure. I'm not going to send in with the zombie army. Interesting. Now I kind of like greeting plus zombie army to take out the worm. If they have yet more tricks, we could get hurt by this, but I think we got to try. Paradise Druid, no problem. A Johnny, big problem. Are you kidding me? What is with my life today? I'm gonna go back to bed.
If I have to light the way, I will.
Unreal. Are we desperate now? I guess we greet the Pride Mage and trade. Yeah, we'll keep that even. Oh no, we can't keep that because we don't have anything to pitch to it, so I gotta bin that. Even though I would like to get this to a 4/4. All right. Stop complaining, Ryan. Try to find a way to win a dang game of Magic. If we send in here, then they get to block with a Martyr and put this to 4 anyway, so we'll just wait.
Light shall always conquer darkness.
Come on. Ugh. This is rotten. All right, well, we have to take all of this. Hope we draw a creature that we can cast while still skulking the frickin' Ajani. Thanks for the mountain deck. That's what we needed. Well, I guess I'm finishing on time. I guess I just have to try and be nuts and bolts about this. Nobody punted me in these games. Magic being magic to us, I suppose. But we're just dead. We're just dead. I'm gonna take out a Johnny out of out of spite and scoop.
Humility brings perspective.
Humility brings perspective. Hey, Ajani, I suppose that's a fair message as we face this day in the mirror. Really a brutal day of Magic for me. I loved both our decks. I guess I just liked the first deck. No, they were both great. I really liked both of our decks a lot. And Ofer and Twofer is not where I wanted to be with those. But we'll get some gems here out of this war pack. And maybe just to feel a little better about something, we'll open some packs. Not the way I wanted to close out the season, but thanks for hanging. Let's go see who we're gonna raid. Well, we got Dungeon Man's programming. Let's see what's going on in these channels. I guess I'll, as I figure this out, though, I'll say goodbye to, I'll go to soapbox mode. Thanks for watching, YouTubers. Sorry the last couple drafts haven't been a little more winny, but, well, I still throw them up. You get to see everything I do on stream. Even the cranky, salty, loosey days like this. I think that's 3 of our dwarves. And we got Magic Extra Life. Looks like some WotC folk drafting on the Magic channel. Come on, Twitch, show me what people are doing. Newmont's playing Pioneer. Don't know what Reed is doing. Pioneer Brews. Looks like Huey is doing Constructed. Well, since they're playing Limited and it's for charity, well, is it Limited? No, that's not Limited. They're not playing Limited. Can't find anybody. I guess we'll go back to Tupperware. I know he's doing Limited. So let's see what Tupperware can do on the Magic Online side, and I will lick my wounds and remind myself of how lucky I actually am. Because, you know, my ultimate bottom line is if the worst thing that happens to you in a day is that you lost more Magic than you wanted to, you must have a pretty sweet life. So I'm going to remember that, and I'll brighten up right quick. And thanks for all hanging out, and we'll get them tomorrow, okay? See ya. Oh, actually, here I gotta send the raid first. All right. Say hi to Lord Tupperware, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Bye, folks.